Hello there, Gemini. Welcome to Dragontail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your full moon reading for our second full moon in Aquarius. That will be coming up on August 22nd, 2021 at 8:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have had two full moons, having a second full moon in Aquarius. We had it last month at 1 degree of Aquarius. Now it's coming all the way to the end, the very last degree of Aquarius for August. So we're definitely getting a double dose of the Aquarius full moon, which will be very powerful and very positive for you. This is going to be all about those energies, past, present, future, from full moon to full moon cycle, and those usually last about 28 to 30 days. That's what these energies will be addressing. So Gemini, as always, thank you so much for being here. And these are general readings. They're not going to resonate with every Gemini out there, so please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information about the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Geminis for this second full moon in Aquarius of August 2021, please. Past, present, future, whatever you have for their highest good. Wow, okay. All right, Gemini, I feel a lot of release. This is almost like a keyword already for this reading. So in the immediate past, this last month, we have the waning moon. The waning moon cycle is after the full moon when it's getting smaller, right? So it says, what do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? You may have felt like this past, lunar cycle has been a lot of release, a lot of turning loose of things, or at least identifying the things that have held you back in the past. And you may have felt pushed to some extremes. We've got that hot moon coming up in there. And the hot moon is the full moon of June, also called the strawberry moon. So you might have had some intense times that kind of got started, maybe even around, your birthday during Gemini season. And there are some definite intense emotions, situations, maybe relationships or work situations that that you've needed to let go of so that you can have greater balance. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, because we have in the present energy, we have the full moon in Scorpio. That's what's coming up around the current full moon in Aquarius that we're going to be having. And again, that key word of release, it's time to release negativity. You might be really doing a deep dive. You may have some Scorpio in your own chart too, because this is a very deep, very investigative, psychological and emotional sign. So you may really be going very deep within right around this full moon. I would give yourself some time, probably between like August 22nd and 26th if possible, to do a little bit of that deep soul searching and see what it is that you need to release, whether it's negative people, negative circumstances, even just your own feelings, things that you feel like maybe are a little bit self-sabotaging. It's time to let go of all that kind of stuff very powerfully for you. Yes, and acceptance is a huge key for that. There are some things, obviously, Gemini, that we can't change. Sometimes we just simply cannot change who anybody is. We can only control and work with ourselves. So accepting the things that you can't change, accepting and working on the things that you can is very important during this full moon cycle. Going into this next 28 or 30 days, we have the waxing moon. So we started out with the waning moon. That's letting things go, releasing things from your life, and going into the waxing moon, which is very powerful because I feel like after this very powerful and very intense cycle of release, you're going into a very positive cycle of gaining momentum, things starting to make progress and feeling like you're back on track. But even better than back on track, right? Because it almost gives you that feeling of like, I've let go of something really heavy, something that was really weighing on me quite a bit, and now I can go forward with a much lighter, happier energy. And you may resist it a little. Yeah, you might, Gemini. You might be a little bit resistant to those changes, because we do have this resistance card. It may be a little bit of work, because anytime that we're dealing with some deeply ingrained emotions or habits or routines, it's not always so simple, right? You make a little progress and then it's like you might hit a little bit of a bump and kind of go, oh, there it is again. But don't let that get you down, because the progress is going to be made, even if you have a little bit of a time implementing these positive new changes that you've made in your life, is what I really feel around this. Let's get some tarot. We're just going to deepen up these messages for you. Same layout, past, present, future on top of the cards we already pulled. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. I do feel like that past cycle, like we said, balancing the extremes, balancing the intensity, that was really important in your life. We have that Six of Pentacles, which is a card of balance, reciprocal energy, equal give and take. And so I feel, you know, that you may have let go of people or circumstances where you were putting out a lot of your energy and maybe they were not reciprocating in kind. And so I feel like in some ways, for many of my Geminis, you've kind of taken your power back, but in a very fair and balanced way. And clarifying that, we have the Three of Wands. So to me, I feel like it also means that, yeah, again, you pulled your energy back within, because the Three of Wands doesn't have that need to chase things down. It's letting the ships come to them. It's like, look, I've put out my time, my energy, my care, my intent, my effort. So now if it's meant to be mine, I'm going to hang out. I'm going to let that return to me. And so, you know, right in the center energy, on top of that Scorpio full moon and the acceptance card, we do have the Six of Cups. And what I feel about this, if you'd been going through like a difficult time in a relationship or a big transition in life of some kind, I feel like there is a lot of healing coming in. There may even be, you know, like a second chance for relationship, second chance for, you know, a family connection coming back in, and definitely healing the inner child for a lot of you. Let's clarify this, you know, and to me, it's also could be acceptance, you know, of someone from your childhood, right? And saying, you know what, they might have been kind of messed up. They might have, you know, been really tough on me or something, you know, that I didn't like, something that was hurtful. But you're in this place where you realize they did the best they could with whatever they were in, you know. And so there's just a peace that comes in around that. And the Four of Cups. So I do feel that there's a movement beyond something that had been heavy, something that had really put you in that time out. You might have been focusing on a certain element of your life quite a bit and maybe feeling like you'd been missing some opportunities as a result of that. So this is giving you a chance to kind of, again, you know, let go of those heavy elements and start focusing on your happiness and your fulfillment more positively and more intensely as you go forward into the future. We do have our Four of Swords. So I would say, you know, there is a lot of progress being made here, Gemini, but I would also take some time out just for you. Four of Swords is a card of reflection, peace, meditation, getting more sleep, getting greater rest, especially if you've been through a lot of activity, fighting those hard battles. Let's get a clarifier here for you. And the Three of Pentacles. So I do feel like, again, there's a sort of balance between, you know, working with others and coming together as a community to effect good change. And there's also time that you need for self-reflection and self-care. So let's get an affirmation on this for you. the triple moon is coming up. And it's interesting because we are having this back-to-back Aquarius moon energy. So embrace all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. So Gemini, yeah, I really feel that there is a balancing act that's going on. For those of you that have really needed some time out, some relaxation, I feel like that's coming in. And for those of you that have really wanted greater progress in both your emotional, spiritual, and your earthly walk, that's coming in for you as well. So thank you so much yet again, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please do reach out, subscribe, join the Dragon family, and also share this with anyone you think would enjoy it. Take care, and I'll be seeing you again soon.